Welcome back to this video. Another LEGO Star Wars video. In this video, we'll be talking about The Last Jedi. I did see it on the 14th, Thursday night at 7. I ordered my tickets the same night the trailer came out. Was lucky enough to get some, since they did kind of sell out for a brief second there, and then they kind of came back up later that night. And yeah, let's just say, guys, this is going to be a spoiler review, so if you guys have not seen it already, it's going to go up on Saturday, so 2 days after. I think if you guys are a true Star Wars fan, you guys would have the time to now see it by now, but yeah, this is definitely going to be a review. Just kind of my thoughts. I'm in no means the #1 Star Wars fan. I have not read every single last book. I've read a few, probably about half or a little bit more, but I've definitely watched all the movies, Clone Wars, Rebels for the most part. I definitely know my fair share, so I'll give my insight on it, kind of my thoughts as just kind of a fan, and just kind of my experience, I guess. So yeah, pretty much I woke up on Thursday, before I went to school. I watched both the trailers. I watched, I believe, all 27 TV spots. I spent about an hour in the morning, just kind of hyping me up. I went to school. I was pretty excited for the the movie after. Went to my dad's after, and then we went to the theater about an hour and a half early. Since for The Force Awakens, we got there only about an hour early, and the line was pretty much out the theater doors. So we really couldn't get good seats then. And then Rogue One, we kind of overestimated it, and we got there about an hour and a half early, but Rogue One's just an anthology movie, so we pretty much were there for about 45 minutes too early, I guess, since there's really not that many people that went there early. The theater was, I believe, packed at that time, but still there's no one really got there in a line. So yeah, I was going in thinking it was going to be good. Of course, people were saying it's going to be like Empire Strikes Back, and just like how Force Awakens was almost the same as A New Hope, kind of the same storyline, same plot, but it definitely wasn't, guys. Of course, if you guys are watching up to this point, I hope you guys see it, or have seen it by now, so you guys pretty much know what I'm talking about. The whole Snoke dying not even halfway through, that really threw me off, not in a bad way. It just really surprised me, and that's why I love going to opening night, just the reaction of people. The theater was pretty hyped up the entire time. For the Yoda coming back, the Snoke dying. My personal favorite scene was the whole, again, Snoke dying and then Kylo Ren and Rey fighting off the Praetorian guards. That was personally my favorite scene. I'd love to hopefully maybe recreate that in LEGO someday. I know I say that a lot, but coming in 2018 when everything's more sorted up, and, the funds are a little bit more even, I might be able to do something like that for you guys. And in general, I'll be honest, I know I've always kind of said this, if you guys know me, episode 3 is going to be my favorite probably forever. Just kind of what it holds for me, and the clones, the storyline, Anakin and everything, just the characters, the storyline, the characters I love in the movie. But in my honest opinion right now, guys, it probably goes 3, 8, 7, 5, 2, 6, 4, 1. That's probably my order of the movies right now. Then Rogue One's probably thrown in there around 3 or 4 place. So yeah, starting off, I guess I'll kind of go off of what I remember. I've only seen it once so far. I saw Force Awakens 3 times in theaters, Rogue One only once in theaters, and then this probably twice to maybe 3 times in theaters. But as of now, I've only seen it once. So starting off, the entire opening sequence was really fun. I personally really liked it. Seeing the Resistance bombers and stuff. The First Order General guy that was in the, I forgot the name of the ship already, but the big ship, that they were trying to, blow up and stuff. He really reminded me of some of the, the admirals from, 4, 5, and 6. That was really good kind of throwback, all the English accents. Personally, was a very cool. I believe we saw him in episode 7 as well, but now he's commanding that ship. Sadly, he died, of course, but went down with the ship. That's all fine though. That entire sequence though was really fun. Leia then demoting Poe. The one gripe I gotta say, the one thing that really threw me off that I'm still not 100% settled with, just because of how it looked. Maybe if I've seen some reviews myself, and even the show people. Mark Ellis and Christian Harloff, I watched them a lot, that whole entire group of people, and they were kind of on the same track that the whole Leia thing, Force pulling herself back into the ship, that looked more like a superhero movie, if anything. I think, again, like kind of how they said, if they were to do it, or if they would have done it where maybe she was in a locked room, kind of Force pull the door open, or she was under something, the Force pulled that off to show she has the Force and, you know, power since she's a Skywalker, but not something like that, especially how far it was. Like, if she was, like, on something pretty close to the ship, like, maybe she, like, went up against, like, a rock or something, and she was maybe, like, 20-30 feet away from, like, the opening of the ship, and then she pulled herself back in, but just because, I mean, that was probably, like, a mile or so. I mean, granted, it's in space, but still, like, a mile, and she just pulled herself back into the ship. So I didn't really get that much. But then the whole Snoke scene, that goes by. The Canto Bite scenes, those really were fun. I know people had some gripes with that, but I personally thought that was an entire fun scene. And just in general, guys, I mean, I'm not going to get into it too much, again, because you guys probably don't really care about my opinion. You guys have probably seen it, have heard about it. But my opinion, though, I think it was an 8.5 out of 10 movie. I really liked it. The theater was, you know, a fun experience. I'm probably going to go see it again within the next week in theaters and maybe another time. But yeah, guys, I mean, the Battle Crate, hopefully David makes it good. I think he will. It'll be fun to watch. And but I'm making Geonosis, so no crate coming from me, guys. Maybe a mini mock or something. But definitely, after seeing the movie, though, I'll be getting all the Star Wars sets. I have the, you know, the Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter here. Very nice set. These look at 10 times better now that I see, you know, that I saw the movie. We get the Bomber, the Walker, the Star Destroyer. Actually, right after this video, I'm going to go to Toys R Us. I pretty much woke up like 10 minutes ago. Wanted to film this and go there, but I realized they opened early. So I hurried up and showered up, came down, made this video, and then I'm going to head out to Toys R Us. So I think that's pretty much all for this video, guys. Leave your thoughts down below in the movie, just maybe a rate or something like that. Maybe comment down below. I'll, you know, discuss with you guys, some Star Wars fans. And yeah, thank you guys all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more. See you guys later. Bye.